I played against this player recently. What were they running? I want to play again. Never good for keeper decks. I like Sanguinar on this list, actually. Oh, yeah, I guess because you can get it back and immediately BBS. Yeah. It is only a 5/4, though. Like, there's so much better you could do with the slots, I'm sure. I think there's a version where you always hit Chrono better. That's sort of what I would like. Where you actually do big stuff. Ideally, 4 drops. Even Primus Shieldmaster would be good, but maybe the Moose or something silly is like... Let's go with this. Okay, we got the Free Blade. That's good. Gives us something to do. Don't need that yet. I've played Sanguinar Kara. I've never been convinced. Yeah, that's a Swarm deck, right? Like Alpha Century Swarm deck. Basically, the deck is missing Flash. I mean, again, it would be great if you could play it with the ramp package. Like if the ramp cards were mostly spells, I think you could do some cool stuff. But you just never ever want to reanimate a Crystal Wisp. Cell Soul is nice. Oh, Cell Soul is an interesting one, actually. But no, Cell Soul, like your life total always operates on a thin margin. I think you'd struggle. Alright, so it is Mantra. Which is unfortunate. The deck was probably pretty good before Vanna got hit with a Nerf Hammer. Not really, I mean, it removed... I guess being able to stun your opponent would be nice. But, like... Mana Death Grip alone wouldn't make this work. It would be... I mean, I think you would play one Mana Death Grip. Maybe we should be playing 2 Mana Death Grip, to be honest. It does have targets. I guess we just kill this. This deck is going to be god-awful against Mantra. Mage Swan. I thought about Mage Swan earlier. The problem is we actually play a lot of spells that it turns off. It would be good against Fae as well, though, wouldn't it? Card is legit. Maybe there is a deck where you just play like 3 Mage Swan, 3 Keeper. You know what this deck is missing? Loreweaver. We are definitely not missing Loreweaver. At least this is a mind game where it could be Basilisk. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're getting some value out of the Sentinel here. Did last time as well. Like my opponent made a weird defensive play because they weren't sure what was going on. Drake Dowager. So I picked Freeblade because it's the only one that's not embarrassing to hit off Keeper. Usually you play Keeper quite close to your opponent because you're trying to make an aggressive tempo swing. You're often trying to defend yourself by body blocking. Wow, that's really bold. That's really bold and is probably going to win in the game. Oh, I think it might be Moose time. Is it Moose time? I think it's Moose time. Oh, I can't really afford to take more damage. Yeah, Dowager's kind of a good card in theory, but... Like, the problem with Keeper is that because you don't know what you're getting, all of your cards have to be able to do roughly the same thing. Because of the nature of the card, and the fact that, you know, you want to play powerful minions with it, it's generally better for those cards to be big, and for them to be played relatively aggressively. So, like, in this deck you have, like, Sunsteel Defender, Kron, Primus Shield Master, like big taunts basically, and like sticky minions that want to be played close to your opponent and up in the mix. And obviously in Classic Keeper you have like Mechanical Warbeast and Lava Slasher, which is large, another big ball of stats. Like the only difference is things like Grove Lion, but even that's a 5/5, it can kind of handle itself. In this deck, so if you get small minions back with Keeper, even if they have a lot of utility, like if you have a dead Drake Dowager and a dead Kron, or I guess Kron because they'll do stuff when he's far away, so like a dead Sunsteel, you're going to have to decide between playing it at the back where your opponent can reach it and playing it at the front where playing it at the back where your opponent can't reach it but it might not do anything if it's a Sunsteel, or playing it at the front where it can do stuff if it's a Sunsteel, but if it's a Dowager it'll just die. Speaking of die, I am absolutely like boned here. This is not good. Let's run away and pretend like I'm going to take a Monotile next turn and actually do something relevant in this game, rather than just get killed. I think you can take EMP instead of Pandora. EMP is a good idea, actually. Although, it's so slow, like, it's not going to help us that much. Still a good idea, but Pandora is nice because it's actually a finisher. Duelyst, Primus Shield Master, and maybe Night Watcher and some Scorns. Those are all good shouts, actually, yeah. Night Watcher is better than Sunsteel at the moment. Duelyst, I forgot about earlier, that's a great idea. You do not need that Rifter. So Rifter's nice because when you do run low on cards, she's a nice one-off that helps you refill. In this deck, we haven't run low on cards at all, so yeah, you're probably right. But there are going to be games where, you know, you play your minions out and your opponent kills them. Like against Control, basically. Against aggro, you just replace this. Your hand's going to be relatively full, playing your cheap removal spells and stuff. But sometimes, you know, you play your Hailstone Prison, that takes you down a card. You, like, drop some creatures and your opponent kills them. You do eventually run out of stuff. I'm just dead, aren't I? Okay, well I can take their artifacts off, for what good that does. And then I can die. Luminous Charge. Can I set up lethal? On the off chance they can't kill me this turn? Might be a good idea. Very important place. Make the praying emote when on 6 against Mantra with 3 cards. Should have walked close so a Thunderbomb would kill them too. Does it? How would that help? BBS and Discounted Mantra is lethal. Like, basically anything is lethal, right? I am dead. Let's not beat around the bush. There's basically no way that I survive this turn. Especially, like, why would you even make that play from their side? I guess, to be fair, maybe they were hoping to draw into something. But... to be fair, just BBS... oh no, Mantra's... yeah. Yeah, BBS Discounted Mantra kills me. Here we go. Wait, what? They didn't have the discount on it. Do I actually win? No way. I did not deserve that. Oh, that's hilarious. This is lethal. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Mantra. How could you lose that game?